Alright, let's talk about Poisandra over here. There is actually a lot of things to like about this character, believe it or not, especially being an epic of all things, being an epic and having this type of moveset is very interesting. You think they would say this for a legendary, but her moveset's actually really solid. I mean, a bunch of threes and fours, it looks like she can actually... And her model is so, like, big that, Enway decided to let her be able to dodge some of the stupid stuff. I mean, honestly, the fact that she has, like, even that type of tag setup, you know, there's a little hope for a Hunter and Blake type situation in the future, maybe. Because it looks like Enway has the potential to start doing more tag team units. So, I mean, believe it or not, Poisandra did have this type of moveset in Battle for the Grid. She did have a Sledge come out and help her with some movesets. I mean, honestly, I mean, could Enway redeem themselves with a Hunter and Blake Legendary? That would actually be pretty cool. I would love to see that in action, seeing what they can do right now. So that's like what I'm like thinking. Like, I think they're getting kind of in tune with tag team moves, that it quite possibly could happen that we might, God willing, see Hunter in the future for a tag team moveset with Blake. I mean, they want to add uniqueness and make Blake a certain meta again in its own weird way. They just get Hunter and give Hunter like some tag team moves with his brother. Because actually seeing how they did Poisandra, and legit her thing was all like having Sledge on her combo squad since Battle for the Grid, it's very possible to actually make that work, in my opinion. And let's just say the fact that they made sure the cake move did not have a stronger pop-up was a good idea, because if that cake move gave so much airtime, she'd be a combo freak, and that'd be way too disgusting. To be glad she even has a bunch of threes and fours is good enough. Bam. And that kick is actually pretty decent strike speed too, so you have to strike it when you can. So what would I actually even rate Poisandra? Honestly, right now, on a scale, pretty A+. I mean, not S. I mean, some things can get kind of red, but I will give her an A+ on the scale of being really solid, especially with the energy layout she does have. A bunch of threes and 1-4. That gives her a variety of combos and let her do a lot of stuff in her own way, which I like. The fact that her body is fat, it's easy for her to fall from those air combo games just in case. Bam! So yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to use Aisha assist more. I don't have it leveled up to its max, but I start to change up the assist from Adam to Aisha and Solar Ranger, because Aisha giving you that pop-up is pretty solid for what you need to do. See, look, she's so fat. Literally. Men, don't call women fat. I'm just saying she's fat in the matter of being a scaled model. And her damage output is actually pretty freaking good. I mean, I would hate to say it, but I think she is sadly kind of worth it. I mean, listen, we're going to get another legendary beyond Ion at this point. They have to outmaster their legendaries every time a new legendary comes around, where that legendary's moveset has to be godlier than the previous legendary's moveset. But right now, the release of Poisandra here is very interesting. I wasn't expecting this out of an epic where I would feel like, wow, I actually do find this heart-shaped woman appealing. But it does look like she has what most players need to keep up that ladder grind. There's some decent movesets. I mean, the only issue I have is that she has a lot of close range combos, but, you know, so does Skull, but Skull can close his gaps. See what I mean? That 4-cost breaker being a 4 and what it's worth, I mean, honestly, that's already solid enough. Yeah, and that heart shape is like a single attack. And they kind of bounced her out with that whole, like, sledge push, because I guess you can't really get that flip kick unless it's very close range. Yeah. But, yeah, apparently, I actually find this character a little bit more appealing since the last couple epics. Tommy was nice and all, but this is actually very, very much more up the alley of yes. Definitely yes. Not a really. She doesn't have any really bad drawbacks. She has a good cancel game, a good single hit game. I mean, honestly, what she brings to this meta in particular is actually really good. The way she fights, the way her, I guess, her body is, since now she falls a little bit faster, so she can't get air combos so easily. So yeah, definitely want to use her assist. It's a freaking strike projectile. If it's close range, it'll hit, but I'm not using a strike projectile assist like that. Best I use is breakers or Gokai Silver. Less cost, less cost. So can Poisandra actually keep up with Ion, aka Dino Fury Gold? I like to call him just Ryu So Gold to save me time. Sheesh. All those names are just awful. Just Ryu So Gold is fine. Yeah, she actually can have a little bit of potential because Ion's a little bit more balanced too with his moveset. He's more of a cancel character just like Poisandra. So, they both have their gimmicks and that's a pretty good 9,000 combo if I can be completely honest. Kick. Bam, kick, kick, spin blade, spin blade. They definitely fixed their mistakes when adding Battle for the Great characters, and definitely they fixed the one thing about Poisandra that was going to be good. They took the Battle for the Grid out and made it all Legacy War, which is what this game is all about. Oh yeah, Breaker. If she's Breaker heavy, then Ryu Soul Gold's not going to have an easy match. Bam. You dashed into that. You could have stopped it. Bam, GG's. Her damage output is like insanely good in friendlies for no reason. So this will be the first time I actually say I'm going to rank this character at A+, close to the S tiers, because she actually has a really good moveset. Those breakers do come in clutch, they're not slow, so those can be some good bait and switches, which is great. And she has a bunch of 3s and 4s. So, you know what? I can live with this type of character. And this is a perfect example of an opponent running a bunch of freaking shields. Breaker heavy time. Whee! Spin blade, spin blade. Sledge, get him. Bam, bam, bam. Gokai Silver says hi. So what you got? What you got? Nope. That's what I'm saying. Breaker heavy stuff gets the job done if people are just going to play a bunch of blocks. I mean, that's the beauty of it. Ah, if I did Gokai Silver assist, I would have had like an easy hitbox. Wow, that was kind of sad. You know, it's called using your character because Orion's, aka Gokai Silver, is actually really good at being his own lone warrior. I don't know why you would have to assist Bam with shield. Anyways, that's all we have to talk about. Poisandra's tips and tricks. Solid A+. I mean, I honestly, this is the first time I'm saying it, but you can buy her. You have my stamp of approval on her. Surprisingly, you get a stamp of approval for an epic character. I only approve legendaries, but this is the one I'm gonna let slide for now. Because her moveset is a bunch of 3s and 4s, and that means she has a good amount of combos to bring to your roster. Peace out.